27 Storm Track weather with meteorologist Blaze Keller.
We're just about a week or so away from the end of December, and if we look at our departure from normal for the entire month up to today's date, you can see that we only have one blue, and that would be back on the 19th. That's when we were cooler than average for the entire day. Every other day this month, besides the 18th, we have been warmer than average, and some of these temperature departures have been upwards of 10, 20, and maybe even slightly more than that in some places, warmer than average. And our average temperature for the month is at 34.1 degrees. That's why we really don't have any snow on the ground, and that's almost 8 degrees above average. And we're continuing to really record these warmer temperatures, not only today and tonight, but almost to the end of the month. Even though we'll cool on down, it's still going to be warmer than where we should be for this time of year. We've got a large low pressure system gearing to move out of the Texas Panhandle. Out ahead of that, blizzard warnings in the orange stretching from nearly the South Dakota, North Dakota border all the way through parts of Nebraska. On the east side of that system is where we are. On the warmer side, that's where we're going to be dealing with that rain as we head into tomorrow. So tonight, we aren't going to be dealing with any of that rain. Maybe just a drizzle, maybe some fog here, especially through, I would say, the early overnight hours. But winds are actually expected to pick up in speed as that low moves out of the plains, and that's going to help kind of kick around that fog and clear it out. 52 in Minneapolis, 51 in Madison, 53 in Chicago, 63 in St. Louis. You see that very strong cold front there. 37 in Sioux Falls, where my in-laws live, 21 in Casper. So this big low pressure system is going to capitalize on that big temperature difference over just a relatively small area, and that's why our winds are going to pick up. Again, winds are a product of big temperature changes. It's 50 in Mineral Point back at home, along with Viroqua and Camp Douglas and Watertown. 47 in Burlington, 54 in Janesville. We're going to only cool off a little bit tonight, hanging out in those upper 40s to low 50s before we only climb maybe a degree or two as we go into your Christmas, because we're not expecting really any big warm up with this new low. It's just going to bring about that rain chance. So we're going to kick off your Christmas morning quiet, but then as we move into the late morning through the rest of the evening and overnight into early Tuesday, we're going to be dealing with that rain, especially heavy during the mid to late afternoon hours. And then that low continues to lift its way northwards. It's actually going to move back towards the north and west. So cooler air is actually going to move on in, and we could squeeze out maybe just a few snowflakes there early Tuesday morning. But the sad news is they are going to melt as our temperatures look to climb back into those upper 30s for your Tuesday. But again, this low pressure system is going to take its time moving on out of here. It's retrograding. The jet stream isn't moving itself eastward. So that's the reason why this low continues to linger as we go into the middle of next week. And watch as it moves on out of here. You see these pinks being pulled down from Canada. That means that we're going to be cooling down as we head into next weekend. 50s tomorrow at 51 degrees, at least so far. This is Madison's third warmest Christmas Eve on record, alongside 1877 and 1893. We were just a degree off from being alongside 1955 there at 52 degrees. All right, we are not going to be giving away any money. I did want to note this, though. Allison in southern Wisconsin did capture maybe an albino hawk, so maybe just a little bit of white on this kind of brown Christmas here. There is a look at your 7-day forecast. Even when we cool into those 30s, we're still above average, but Jarrell and folks at home, we could see some snowflakes there Tuesday night into Wednesday.
Wow. So 50s.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but the good news is it moves on out of here, and we do look to maybe feel more Christmas-like as we end December.
Well, I'm from Wisconsin, from Milwaukee. I don't miss the snow. Sorry.
So he's happy.
I will take this 50-degree weather.
Well, there you have it.
All right. Thank you, Blaze. Well, the Packers